when we connect with our deep purpose in life, then so much energy is available. This is what I learned from Christine. When she introduced herself, she said, "I'm retired, but I'm not tired." And I saw her working there in that members group of older persons. There she was, while we were waiting for the meeting to start. She would take the blood pressure of all the elderly persons there. And as an old person myself, I stood in line and took my own blood pressure. And there I thought, my God, as a public health doctor, I've overlooked the power, the capacity of older people to care for themselves and to care for the broader community all my professional life. Well, it's not over. I'm retired but not tired, so I can start today already.
Il y a quelques jours que je suis arrivée à Uganda pour visiter des communautés. Et moi, quand je venais dans l'avion, je parlais avec la personne que j'aime aujourd'hui et on parlait de notre futur. Et moi, je lui disais, pourquoi penser à notre futur? On vit le jour à jour, pourquoi se prendre la tête, pourquoi rêver? Parce que nous, on a nos enfants, on a notre vie, alors on peut, d'une façon ou d'une autre, continuer. Et en voyant ces communautés, je me suis dit, il y a la possibilité de rêver à tous les âges et surtout j'ai trouvé très touchant l'histoire d'un monsieur qui a, selon lui, 120 ans et que son rêve, il est en réalité voir ses petits-enfants grandir et surtout qu'il trouve du travail, qu'il a une vie meilleure que lui la même. Alors, si ce monsieur, avec cet âge, il est capable de rêver ça, pourquoi je ne le ferais pas? Alors, je pense que mon apprentissage aujourd'hui, c'est que je peux rêver à n'importe quel âge et je pense qu'à partir de maintenant, je vais rêver un peu plus.
What I've learned is that as long as you believe and you have hope, the sky is the limit.
Teopista had since the beginning committed to the association. When she faced tragedy again, the community was able to support her both morally and financially, and throughout the process she was able to give her life experience and real strength and belief in the role of a woman to drive the community association forward and to develop projects. So what I'll take away with me is how fundamental this process is of setting dreams and pulling out people's strengths together as a community so they can identify them and know what they are.
We have interacted with people from different countries, from different backgrounds, and together we have been able to use each other's strengths and learn from one another, and what we have learned will help us to be better human beings.
And they have learned from us, and we have learned from them, and this has energized us to continue to act from strength so that we can continue addressing our issues within our communities. The way you apply this is really going back to the community and listening to the community, loving the community, because during this festival I have learned the salt, Elo also means love and care. So with care, with love, with listening, we learn, and that's what I want to continue doing within my community.
L'histoire de maman Marguerite m'a inspiré. Quand je vais rentrer chez moi, dans notre pays, je comprends que la vie communautaire commence d'abord par la vie personnelle. Commencer d'abord à mettre de l'ordre et puis apporter ce que moi j'ai pour le bien de la communauté.
I learned that when people come together, whether it's as a community or just a family, they can only prosper. So I learned that by going to visit Ada. She had a problem because her elder son wanted to sell her land, but with the help of a community, she was able to have legal aid to help her, and she could keep her land. Then her family would come together, they use their land to make their own different activities, and they are prospering in that way.
I learned that an impacting story can be a powerful way to stimulate movement in a community. Musa went back to his community after a war. He discovered that the association of women were destroyed, and he decided that he had to do something. And he remembered his own story. He started to tell the story to this community and stimulate all these women, saying, what did you gain in being in this group? And with those questions and his story, he managed to mobilize the community to really think about the unity of the community and the importance of being together. Even if we are two, we are more than one. What I want to bring back to my home from this lesson is there's importance to share stories, to mobilize the group around me. Like this, I may inspire people to act and to change something.
When we get together, inner healing can happen. We were invited to the home of Agnes, a woman of 79 years, who has assembled in her community many other women about her age, a bit younger, one or two even older. And but one thing that bonds all of these women is that they all, without exception, have suffered and experienced severe trauma in their lives. And when they come together, they exchange experiences, they plot together, they laugh together, they learn from each other. I'm convinced that inner healing can happen just by the sheer fact that we come together.
I made myself available to them, and there were several questions that they threw to me, and they were asking that what should I do? So there was a movement, decisive movement, where I shared my helplessness. From there I could learn that if you let go of your analytical self, and if you are not interested in doing a review of community, then you try to connect with the people and you just be with them, and the story unfolds.
Ce que j'ai appris de cette dame, c'était le transfert, au fait. La transmission de cette connaissance-là, son savoir-faire. Sa grand-mère dit, mon petit-fils, même s'il part, il s'envole, il devient pilote, il n'oubliera jamais de là où il vient, il n'oubliera jamais qu'il sait faire du chapati.
I had an opportunity of visiting Mr. Semakula. He started planning on how he was going to retire. He worked so hard to support his family, and while working, while he was still strong and energetic, what he did was to plan on his retirement. So after some time, Mr. Semakula got seriously sick. So at his workplace, they had to ask him to stop. He looked for other alternatives. He started doing other things that made him earn a living. And by the time he got 60, he had achieved a lot of things. So this is what he shared with us, and he said, if you're still young, you should start planning on how you're going to retire. You should not wait until you are old. We want people to retire gracefully and not to suffer when they have reached the retirement age.
Since I was born, I liked staying with the elderly people. Though I'm not related to them, there are some elderlies whom I used to go and they are just, anyway, they were lonely. See? They don't have anybody to look after them, but I became their daughter. I could go and bathe her. I put her a good dress. I give her something to eat. I share with her, just I sit on the same bed with her. When I go, I don't shout at her that you, old woman, why have you done this, this and this and this? It's very bad if you do this. What I do, I just go slowly. I touch her like this. Jaja, my old woman, please don't darten these clothes. It is very bad. She said, okay, my daughter, I want to do it again. Then the following day, if I go, I find her clean. She first asked tell me that, look, daughter, I did not dirty the clothes you refused me, they are still clean. So that was comfort. Yeah. Love, care, comfort, and respect. Once you do that to elderly people, you live for longer and longer and longer.